Imagine waking up each morning with a daily report card in your hand, an honest assessment that reveals exactly how last night's sleep, yesterday's exercise, and those everyday indulgences in coffee, wine, or cigarettes have shaped your inner world. Believe it or not, you receive that report card every day in the form of your bowel movements. Subtle or obvious, comfortable or strained, your stools offer invaluable clues about how your lifestyle habits are influencing your gut health. Hi, I am Bimal Maharzan, founder of Gutsphere. In this episode of our bowel movement tracking masterclass, we are venturing beyond the dinner plate to examine three pivotal lifestyle factors: physical activity, sleep, and substance use, and how they leave their fingerprints on your digestive well being. By the end of this session, you will understand not just that movement, rest, and common habits matter to your gut, but how precisely to interpret their effects through bowel movement tracking. Armed with these insights, you will be empowered to make more informed, personalized choices that can transform your digestive discomfort or comfort and overall health.
Disclaimer: this information is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, lifestyle, or treatment plan.
Let's start with exercise. Many of us think of physical activity as something for our hearts and waistline, but your gut is listening too. Picture your gut as a bustling marketplace. Nutrients arrive, like fish produced from a distant farm, need to be sorted, sold, absorbed, and eventually waste must be cleared out. Now imagine what happens if the marketplace's transport trucks, your intestinal muscles, start moving too slowly or get stuck in traffic. Stagnation sets in, cells stay stuck too long, and waste piles up. Uncomfortable, right? And the good news here is there is a surprisingly simple way to improve the traffic flow of your gut. Just as physical activity energizes your muscles and clears your mind, it also stimulates and harmonizes your digestive system. In other words, exercise can help keep your gut's marketplace running smoothly. But how do you know if it's actually making a difference? That's where bowel movement tracking comes in. By paying attention to patterns in your stools, you can get real-time insights into whether your chosen form and amount of exercise is positively affecting your gut health. Your gut is lined with a series of muscles that contract rhythmically to push food along, a process called peristalsis. Think of peristalsis as a conveyor belt that needs just the right pace. If it moves too slowly, waste lingers, leading to constipation and harder stools, type 1 or type 2 on the Bristol stool chart. Too quickly, and you might end up with looser stools, type 6 or type 7. Exercise, even moderate physical activity, stimulates blood flow and sends signals through your nervous system that encourage the gut's conveyor belt to run smoothly. Multiple studies have shown that mild to moderate exercise, even like a brisk walk or a short bike ride or yoga session, can reduce transit time, meaning waste doesn't dawdle in your intestines. And for individuals struggling with chronic constipation, this can be a game changer, transforming uncomfortable, difficult to pass stools into softer, more manageable ones like type 3 or type 4 after a few weeks of consistent activity. And for those dealing with IBS-C, constipation predominant IBS, gentle exercise can relieve bloating, reduce abdominal discomfort, and support more regular bowel movements. Meanwhile, people facing IBS-D, which is diarrhea predominant IBS, might find that moderate exercise stabilizes stress hormones that can trigger loose stools, helping to bring consistency to their bathroom routine. And all exercises isn't created equal. When it comes to your gut, intense, high-impact workouts might jostle your intestines too much, sometimes speeding up transit time more than you like, or triggering cramps for those with sensitive GI tracts. And on the other hand, low-impact, steady-state activities like walking, cycling, or swimming tend to strike a gentle balance, encouraging just the right amount of intestinal stimulation without overdoing it. And if you are new to exercising for your gut health, start small. Here are 3 things you can try. First, try short walks after meals. Try a 10-15 minute stroll around your block after lunch or dinner. This light movement can help nudge your intestines into action, clearing away any backlog and potentially alleviating that heavy, sluggish feeling. Second, try yoga and stretching. Certain poses like gentle twist or forward falls can massage your abdominal area, stimulating peristalsis and promoting regularity. Over time, you might notice a direct correlation between your weekly yoga sessions and more predictable, comfortable bowel movements. Third, try moderate aerobic exercise. Activities like dancing, gentle jogging, or using an elliptical trainer at a low intensity can improve blood circulation to the gut, supporting better nutrient absorption and, over time, more balanced stool formation. And for those coping with conditions like GERD, choosing low-impact activities may prevent excessive jostling of stomach contents that can trigger reflux. Meanwhile, individuals with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis in remission may find that moderate, non-strenuous activity supports overall gut health without risking a flare-up. And here is where the real power lies. Tracking your bowel movements turn all these theories into personal data. Without tracking, you might guess that exercise helps, but you won't know how much or what kind yields the best result. With a simple log, even digital or a paper, you gain clarity. And try this experiment. First, create a baseline week. Spend 1 week as you currently do with your usual level of activity. Record your bowel movements daily. Note their frequency, stool type, and accompanying symptoms like bloating or urgency. Second, introduce a change. The following week, add a small dose of consistent exercise. Maybe it's a 15-minute walk, evening walk every day. Keep tracking. Watch for shifts in stool consistency. Do you move from type 1 or type 2 towards softer, more regular stools, type 3 or type 4? Are you feeling less bloated? Third, refine and personalize. If the change helps, great. Consider adding another layer, maybe a short yoga routine in the morning. If it doesn't help, try a different activity or different time of the day. Does a walk right after dinner work better than one after lunch? You will only know by looking at the patterns in your bowel movement log. Now let us dive in deeper into relationship between gut microbes and exercise. While not directly visible in your stools, exercise also influences the composition of your gut microbiome. Emerging research suggests that people who maintain regular physical activity often show greater microbial diversity, the hallmark of healthy gut community. More diversity can lead to more resilient digestion, better nutrient absorption, and a steadier stool pattern. If, after consistently exercising for a few weeks, you notice more stable bowel habits, that may hint at a healthier, more diverse microbiome behind the scenes. Although you can't directly see microbial diversity by looking at your stool, the patterns, fewer swings between constipation and diarrhea, less bloating, more medium brown well-formed stools may indicate positive internal changes. And what if exercise seems to make things worse at first. Sometimes, when you introduce a new routine, your body needs time to adjust. Maybe initial week of after dinner walk stirs up some mild cramps or slightly looser stools. Instead of giving up, continue tracking for another week. If the issue persists, consider a different activity. Perhaps try yoga or a lighter form of cardio. The key is to listen to your gut. The data from tracking will guide you toward a form of exercise that supports rather than unsettles your digestion. Physical activity is a powerful yet simple lever you can pull to influence your gut health. By understanding that even small amounts of movement can revitalize your intestinal muscles, improve motility, and reduce bloating or constipation, you can gain a new tool for managing GI conditions. And by tracking your bowel movements, you transform guesswork into a personalized guide. You will know if that evening stroll truly tames your IBS symptoms or if a morning yoga session helps keep your stool consistency stable. We will explore the tangible benefits, highlight the latest research, and introduce practical methods, including digital solutions like the Gutsphere's GI Health Pilot, which is designed to make this process simple, insightful, and accessible to everyone. If you are ready to turn knowledge into action, consider joining the waitlist for the Gutsphere GI Health Copilot at www.gutsphere.com. It's a tool designed to streamline your tracking, provide meaningful feedback, and help you tailor your habits for better gut health. After all, your gut's voice is always speaking through your bowel movements. Start listening, start tracking, and together we can move towards a healthier, more balanced future. Stay tuned for the next episode where we will fully empower you with the tools to track, interpret, and leverage these patterns to optimize your digestion and your overall well-being.